Nipsey Hussle song that was one of my favorite songs ever. And he come out to that song, and I was like, "This, there's no way this is a coincidence. Like this
We
what I'm
already
supposed to
planned
be."
that. We already planned
Yeah,
that already.
Got another position. I was doing laundry, and I hate laundry. I don't do my laundry now.
My first paycheck was like $500 for the first.
What anyone would love to see when we are talking out loud is our story. We're gonna have fun later in these episodes. I think the first episodes we just tell them who we are, right? And we're gonna have some new guys coming in. They probably have no idea who Heshan is, Rodney is. They hear these names on Zoom, right? They want to get to know about you guys. And sometimes they can't relate to us, thinking that we are the big bosses, right? And they have no idea. We started just like them from the bottom, right? We went through all the hardships. And I think doing a podcast like this will give them more awareness of like, hey, we all started the same. We have a little bit more money than you right now because we put the work in, we did sacrifices, right? We made some choices in life that helps us out, right? So let's start with the OG. We'll start with Candy, and we're gonna go through Candy, Liv, and come to Rodney, the newest person in the room, right? So let's start with
let's
Candy.
go.
Maybe like share your story, keep it short, and give some fun facts.
Fun fact. All right. Well, I started 2019 for sure, for real OG. I was fresh out of college. I had no idea what I was getting myself into really. I just needed a job. Needed a sales experience. I thought was okay, cool. I think communication is pretty important for any job, so might as well just start there. I didn't realize I was going to be grinding in Walmart though, to be honest, selling direct TV. And I was like, what the heck is a style? My first paycheck was like $500 for the first 3 days. And I was like, okay, this is something. This was more than I was making part time at school because I was like fighting for.
Got another position. I was doing laundry, and I hate laundry. I don't do my laundry now.
I could only really make $100. I figured out that, hey, I could actually start trading.
Was you getting stuff for me or
um,
just for everybody?
No, she's getting. I was like, oh damn, my Wi-Fi.
Good thing is unfiltered, so we can't even filter you getting stuck. Right? So we're gonna post everything that you're getting stuck as well. So I don't know which part that you got stuck. So, but yeah, OG right there, Candice.
what?
But you went to
Okay.
what? I think you did mention you went to Boston College, graduated there, and then this is your first job that you applied for.
Yes.
Nice. There you go.
First job out of school, super fresh.
Nice.
hmm
Nice. We'll get more
I
fun
took a lot
questions
of
later.
punches for sure. Okay.
Live
Hey
45 years
guys.
in the company.
No, it's coming up 47 this year. What the heck? How'd you
That's what I was
forget?
thinking. Yeah.
Actually, 2 years ago, coming up 2 years, I think it's 10 months right now. I came from a background of a whole bunch of different things, trying to find a position or a place where I felt like where I belonged. I was going through a lot of like serving positions at first, which I would quit like the first week or two because I was like, this is not, I just knew there was more out there for me. And I am not the person to type to want to settle for anything less than what I want. So I was just bouncing from job to job, just trying to find my way. And um, I wound up finding a company doing kind of what we're doing now, but repossession, getting the payment. So y'all sell the AT&T or we sell the AT&T, but I was going over there making sure you were paying for your AT&T, and if you weren't, I was taking your box and I was going up ladders and disconnecting your services. So did that for a little bit, traveling the world, doing that. The business wound up growing too fast. It wasn't able to staff all over the world, so it wound up shutting down. Um, and then I had two kids. So I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 3 years. And yeah, I was losing my mind. I'm a big people person. I needed some adult interaction. So I was like, told my kids, Dad, like, we're gonna have to figure this out together because I need to go to work. I don't care. It wasn't for the money, it was for just to see other people. I was like talking to kids that couldn't even say any words. So I now, so I did that for a little bit. I was making decent money, and I made really great friends. I'm really great friends with the owner still. But I wanted more, like I was mentioning before that I didn't want to settle. So I just went on Indeed during my shift and I just kept applying to a whole bunch of places. And I came across Anco and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get this job, but I'm apply. I'm gonna try my best. I'll even call them if I have to. I'll go show up over there.
The
So
funny thing is, you're calling people now.
yeah,
That's what
the
you
funny
thought.
thing is now people probably feel the same way I did applying to me and I'm calling them now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just did it. I got I think it was a text and I was like, heck yeah, call me. So then they called me. I went through the interview process and I haven't looked back since. I've been able to get into environment. I come from a sports background. So being in an environment with people that are actually like super family team oriented, it's not just one person for themselves, it's one person for everybody. So I've resigned or resonated with that. So that's what really tied me in. But then I also saw the development I was receiving. The person who I was when I started 2 years ago is not who I am today. I mean, I was going to work with a sweater. I think I had like two sweaters that I was wearing every day, and then now I just look at myself differently. I dress differently. I speak differently. I talk to myself differently. So that's another thing that kind of tied me in and just the family I was able to create here. Yeah, so that's how I started here and why I'm
There
still
you
here.
go. Now
So
everyone knows Olivia. You're gonna
yeah,
go viral right now for
Let's
sure.
go.
Roddy Rich, the newest addition for the team, but
Yeah.
looks like the fastest one to get out of from this podcast and do his own podcast on office, right? So
Yes,
let's tell
sir.
your story for anyone new who's listening.
Yeah. So born and raised in Louisiana, New Orleans. Most of my life I was working with my dad. He owns a construction company. His construction company got to the point where he's gonna make the money whether I'm there or not. So I started venturing off to see how I can make my own money. I was doing Uber for a while, which was actually pretty good money, but hours sucked. Didn't really get to do anything besides that to make the amount of money I wanted to make. So I started applying for jobs, all sales positions. Like I was like, this got to be the way. This is the best way to make as much money as I want to make. Um, I actually applied for probably like 10 jobs. And Anco was actually the last one I did the interview for. And I mean, I came in, I just used the systems that I was taught, right? And another thing too that made Anco stick out for me was that I didn't need experience, right? I
Hmm.
wanted to get into sales without having experience, but everybody else wanted me to have experience. I'm like, well, how can I get experience if you won't give me experience? And so Anco, actually Olivia was who I was on the phone with, told me, we'll teach you how to do it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, I just want you to know up front, I don't have no experience. She's like, oh, it's all good. You don't need experience. We'll teach you how to do it. Most of our guys actually don't have experience and they're making blah, blah, blah amount of money. And I was like, huh? I'm in. What do I sign? Right. So then I came in for my second round interview. And it's actually crazy because, hey, Sean, I don't know if you remember this, but you walked out like we used to do, like in the morning meetings, like a song, like basically a walk up song, like the
Hmm.
starting lineup type of thing. And it was a Nipsey Hussle song that was one of my favorite songs ever. And you come out to that song, and I was like, there's no way this is a coincidence. Like, this
We
is what I'm
already
supposed to
planned
be.
that. We already planned
Yeah.
that. Olivia in the lobby talking to you, figuring who you are, and she texts me
Yeah.
saying, "This guy like Nipsey."
be
Just
helpful.
kidding.
Yeah, I mean that would be nice if that happened too. But I don't even. It was just like perfect. I was like, "There's no way." So actually, I did get hired for like 9 out of the other 10 positions that I applied for, and I was like, but I never accepted none of them. I was like, I'm waiting for this call because, like I said, this was the last one that I did, the last interview that I did. I was like, I'm waiting for it. Like it was meant to be. Like there's no way that's a coincidence. Like literally my favorite song in the world. Walk into it first day I'm in the office. So I waited for the call. Hey Sean was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I kind of like you a little bit, but let's see what you got. So let me in here, and then I guess the rest is history. So that's how it goes.
Nice.
Now I'm
I
just
love it.
stacking up 3K paychecks, baby. That's the
Let's
way.
I know.
go.
I know. I think you are one of the guys who had a hot start. I think you
Yeah.
definitely
Well,
came in as the fun thing about this community that by like talking right here is you guys all have a different story and you guys are
yeah.
all winning in a high level, right? So you came in as like Rodney, I think you came in as more like an outlier, right? I mean, you
Right.
put the sales part down very fast, right? So everyone's looking at like, hey, can we do what about this? And then Candice's story, she came in very slow. Like she didn't get the sales part down like very fast, but she had the grit. She just kept working, kept working. She never gave up, right? And
Right.
Olivia's story, single mom came to the business. I think if someone went through some adversity like every single day when they start a job, Olivia went through some real adversity, right? Being a single mom, just
Yeah.
handling business at home, coming back, learning a new skill set. So I think this is gonna help a lot of guys and girls out there. And I'm just looking at the screen, and we are all from different races. I think it's just like we can start talking about like how we grew up in this podcast. I think we can start talking about like how our families and how we grew up in different cultures, different backgrounds. I think that's gonna be more fun. I think that's the first part that we're gonna share with the audience out there. So if there's anything else that you guys want to mention,
No, I
right?
will say real quick. Now, my first like couple days, I didn't sell shit. Okay, and then I finally picked it up. I was like, okay, the systems work. They're not just BSing me. Then I tried the systems, and then the rest is history.